Hey, Pen Spinner. I was checking out some of your videos. It's pretty impressive. Hey, Linksy. I'm just pasting my links, and I'll get started here. Hey, Mobile. Hey, yo. How are you guys tonight? Oh, hey, Ken. Didn't notice you there. All right, I'm done. I have kind of a thumbnail. I'm going to try to draw a dragon tonight. So that's like the general composition, I guess. And there's a little bit more details of a head. So kind of picture that on top of that. Probably more back like this. I don't know. This head will have to overlap the wings a little bit. I figure I'd do one from scratch. I haven't done pencil sketches live in a while. See if I can beat. I don't think so. Lindsay's good at drawing dragons. I don't think I ever drew a dragon before. I have to wait for you to drink your chocolate milk. I'm drinking water and coffee. I also have him standing on top of a little, I figure like a broken building. And it's like that wide. So I'll put it in really loose first. So it might not look very good for a little while. Ooh, a Batman dragon. Yeah, thanks, Pin Spinner. I drew a lot of Batmans. I have a Batman picture I drew when I was a kid. I think I was like 12 to 14-ish. A little longer. Chest is about there. Man bot. Oh, a phoenix is a good idea. Yeah, I feel like that's too high. Yeah, phoenix would be cool. Are you gonna have it? Is it a phoenix that rises out of ashes? Yes, right. I can't think and draw at the same time. I'm making it too big. Also, yes, so his head is around here. Not getting about that much. And his chest is a little farther back. That's cool, pen. This kind of reminds me of my Plant Master picture, where I get to have like a nice, smooth gesture line through most of the body. Yeah, I might need to make that higher, like up here. Did you guys get enough pumpkins for to get a character yet? Oh, that's Eclipse, right? Is the werewolf? Yeah, that's cool. There was two that were kind of on the cheap side, and then the two expensive ones were the pumpkin and the werewolf. Dandy's World on Roblox, because we're cool like that. Yeah, 300's like one good round, or I guess two average rounds. You need to do something cool with the end of his tail there. Maybe like a little spiral at the end. MLBB. I don't know what that means. Oh yeah, I'm going to cover him with spikes and spiky scales. I like extra spiky dragons sometimes. Hey, Coker. Why is there only 5 in here? I'm not sure. I mean, I just started streaming 10 minutes ago. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, Cooker. So tonight I'm gonna try this dragon. This is like the composition drawing. I can't really call it a thumbnail. There's a head I kind of doodled. That's a bit more detailed. So hopefully it will look something like this. I like how flowy you can make dragons. Oh, I see that. Chosen Bankin. So his wings are meant to kind of fold around him. It's like when they put like a spike that goes back in that way. Oh no, you can see that very well. What name are you thinking of? Let me push that out a little more. What chose the bacon? I don't know what kind of dragon it is, like a medieval spiky one. We can picture that, but all over him. Bob the dragon. Hey, illuminate it. How are you? I thought Duolingo was here. Hey, pixelate it. Hey, Black Moon. There's like the composition for a dragon. I'm gonna try to draw. Pencils are coming through okay. I have emerged from the darkness. Should I write a story about Bob the Dragon? Totally. I can help illustrate it. Something about that wing. Yeah, I think it needs to curve down lower. Hey, Aaron. I'm drawing a dragon. So there's like the composition thumbnail for There's a bit more detailed of a head to give an idea of what I'm thinking. So hopefully it will come out good. I often have a problem where my like first sketches often look a lot better than my finished ones. Sometimes it's like pictures lose energy or something when you put them in pen. But whatever. Its wings are supposed to be kind of folded up around him. Bob. Yeah, stream stress. Sometimes too, when I ink like a sketch, you'll feel like it has a lot of I don't know energy and momentum in them, and the pencil or the pen kind of flattens it out. It needs to be like here, something like that. He's gorgeous. Thank you, Bob of the Mountain, Bob Berta, a bountiful Bob. Thanks, Ariel. Thanks for joining. I know what his name can be spine or crest or horns and scute. Bob. Welcome back, Pen Spinner. Let's start working on something more detailed. Get my music on. The Bluey fan and the Unikitty Palace. Hi there. Hey, Bluey fan. Thanks for joining. I'm a little goofy. Welcome back, Coker. Bob seems to be the name chosen for my dragon. Right. Little reference head there. I like that name. Quason. I find animals with these types of, protruding muzzles, mouths, are kind of hard for me to do. I bet Bob loved croissants. Me too. Bob the croissant eater. Thanks, Pen Spinner. Hey, Darkheart. I'm going to open his mouth a bit more than the reference there. Are croissants better savory or as a snack dessert? Yeah, both. I think better with other food, like a roll. You know what I mean? Show us the coffee, Chris Boyo. I always have a coffee crisp on hand. You should know that. I like croissants with bacon, lettuce, and tomato, but there has to have bacon fat in the middle. So I went to get a croissant, and I buy the croissant, and I went back home and eat the croissant. Does anyone know what doors or pressure is? I know pressure. I think I know doors too. That's like in a school horror game. Coffee crisp on tap. I feel like the head's twisted too much. It should be up that way. Thanks, Pen Spinner. I might have to readjust it a bit. Make it work with this head. Um, my mic's good. That's good. Hey, trailer. Hey, welcome back, Aaron, aka your local Debbie. Hey, stop motion. No, I haven't drawn any characters from Pressure. You can call me Devil Nero. Okay. Like a sandwich I sat on. Well, at least I still spin my pen, if not draw with it. Yeah, you can see. I'm the opposite. I can draw, but I can't spin a pen. I try. Ooh. Hold on. I want to learn how to do it where they kind of keep it on the top like that. Ugh. No. Oh, sorry. I might be breathing loud because this time of the year my sinuses tend to clog up. So I'm probably breathing through my nose louder than usual. See, how come that head looks so good? This one looks like it's angled weird. Asthma acts up in winters a lot, so yeah, I get where it happens when I'm trying to sleep at night. I'm gonna try this head again. It's like too much. That space is too inconsistent there. Yeah, bad asthma and allergies. My asthma's not too bad though. It was a lot worse when I was younger. Hey, yeah, toi. It's like the dragon from Shrek. That's okay. Elizabeth. I would have never remembered that her name was Elizabeth. I can picture them now. Okay, I think that's a bit better. Let me go up. I'll make it a goal to mention Shrek now. Yes, Donkey's Boo. His little boo thing. Uh, Low key, Pinocchio from Shrek is literally me. Emphasis on the little. Is it me or anyone else uh, like acting like a devil, a goofy devil? Of course, a silly Billy. I need a Shrek timer on stream. Minutes before Shrek is. Oh, like it resets anytime someone mentions Shrek. That's a good idea. Have you heard of the Marvel Zombie show that just released 1 month ago? I didn't hear the show. I seen of it as a thing though. I think it was games or ads on the internet or on YouTube, like zombie versions of all the Marvel characters. Close this mix up a little more. Hey, grave mistake. Thanks for joining. I'm gonna slant that back more. I'm doing good. How are you doing, Grave? I'd be doing better if I could draw this as good as I did before. Sorry, it's reading the chat. I think I might go back to his head. Or her head. Bob or Elizabeth. Uh, Also, Noise Dragon Ken. Thanks, Black Moon. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Craig. When people do that, though, all you can really do is give them the space and, you know, do your own thing. Not always the best at giving advice. Change the size of this building. Is this a dragon scale? Is this dragon scaly? Yes, hopefully. I like to give him like spiky scales. I have like pointy ones that run down like that. And then also sharp pointy ones like this. Thanks, Lindsay. I'm trying. Is that out of focus? There. Hopefully I'll finish the pencils tonight. Make that shoulder a bit higher and smaller. So his tail's kind of behind the building that he's perched on. Oh, the chat went fast. That sucks, Black Moon. I mean, Beep Boop. All right, like, thanks, and see. Maybe we should made him longer. Pull up. Why is everything silent? I don't know. That happens on almost all my chats. Everyone is at some point. It just kind of stops dead. It happens. I have to figure out this building before I finish the feat. I suspect it links to be a cat from the start. Her cat hairs were pointing out. It was the cat features that gave it away. Sorry, pause the video to go get some Mike and Ike's. Oh, I like Mike and Ike's. I like the orange Mike and Ike's are my favorite. The silence hurts my brain. You mean me being silent specifically? Because the chat's going again. I never noticed her ears. La gasp. You don't know, I'm secretly a raccoon in a meat suit. It looks awesome, Ken. Thanks, Black Moon. You're at 143 subs. That's a lot considering how many. Yeah, I got up to 100, and it's been going pretty consistent after that. 143. So I got 2 subs already. Dun dun dun. Hey, Phantom. I'm trying to draw a dragon, but I don't know, it's not coming out as good as my sketch. My little thumbnail sketch, which is what always seems to happen. There's a really cool detailed head that isn't as good as the one I actually put on it. Well, whatever. I'm trying. I'll learn to draw one of these days. How are you today, Phantom? Never had Mike and Ike's before? I mean, you're not really missing out that much, to be honest. You know, if you ate more than a handful of candies before in your life, you probably already have a good idea of what Mike and Ike's probably taste like. And that doesn't seem right. Something up with his back legs. I mean, I like them. They're just not. Mike and Ike's are kind of plain. You know what I mean? Oh, Devil, if you like fruit candies like that, I love Sour Patch Kids. 1 sec. I gotta put my music back on. I want to hear something funny. Mm-mm. So one time, my cousin, older brother, farted on chips, and then he tried to feed it to my cousin, and my cousin refused. Well, that's good. No one wants fart chips. I also love watermelon Sour Patch Kids. I had like 3 boxes of them last week that were bought. They were supposed to be Halloween candy. And I was supposed to just have one, but I could not stop. I like that. I like the scales coming off a little bit. I think I made the head too big too. Spiral pose. Ba, ba, ba. Typical cousin stuff. Yeah, they are stepbrothers. Yeah, typical, typical cousin and kind of stepbrother behavior. That's my favorite flavor of Sour Patch Kids. I really like the watermelons. Pretty close to my favorite, anyway. Got a big popcorn and Coke. In the ending was a little surprising. It's 7 out of 10 in my book. Disgusting, to be honest. Of course. All my cousins are like a decade apart from me. LOL. I have 2 older ones and 1 younger one, and it was also all happening while I was playing some horror game with them. The real horror was the fart chips. Excuse me. We rushed to go see it after work. What? I missed it. You talking about a movie? Can I draw along with you? Of course you can. Thanks, yo. Watermelon is better than the Sour Patch Kids. Watermelon Sour Patch Kids are then the ultimate. Kent, have you seen a little movie called The Long Walk? It's out in theaters right now. No, I haven't. What am I using the clay for? This is a kneaded eraser. It's not clay. Um, it's just an eraser, but it doesn't leave any, you know, little smutch. I don't know how to say it. Smuts. Eraser shavings. Smuts. Hey, Joy. That's why pushing movies here. I haven't been to the theaters for a long time. Probably not long after COVID. I don't like this horn. This way, maybe? You put little scale textures on there. Joey, what do you think of the Long Walk? I need to look it up. One sec. Set in a dystopian 1970s, the film follows 50 boys in an annual televised competition meant to inspire viewers. But what kind of movie is it? Oh, like a thriller, horror thriller? Can you eat my art? Sure. I like to squish. They need an eraser. What? I do it too much. And they get all like saturated. But it's still fun. Thanks, Black Moon. It's a good movie, but not what I like. Devil That reminds me of Thought Goblin or something. Double tap the screen. Yes, do it. If you double tap the screen, a Quasin fairy gets a free tooth. That's true. Let's play Guess That Drawing. Okay, we can play Guess That Drawing. One sec. I'll need to get a reference or something up. Here's some peacocks. You guys like peacocks? I was working on a Hollow Knight guy before. Not Hollow Knight. Oh, my stream reset. A little the knight from the first Hollow Knight game. For real? Actually doing Guess the Drawing? Yeah, sure. I have to find something to draw though. One sec. Animals. No, let's do video game characters. Etoi's gonna win. He wins all the time. We need to delay him. Okay, I'm gonna start with an easy one. Oh, 1 sec, I need to make sure I got the chat up. So as we know, it might look like your answer was first on your end, but it doesn't mean it is on mine. His is so fast. It's like he's in the future. Should I start my own channel? I don't know. It's up to you. I can. Couldn't hurt, I guess. All right. I don't know if my style is good for guess the drawing. The way I kind of use construction lines and stuff, but I'll try to do it more like the way Phantom does. Oh, Linksy got it. It was Sonic. She knew because she has experience drawing Sonic. I was trying to wait for the end to draw the hair. It's a horrible Sonic. Sonic the Warthog. He's not that bad. Um, that one might be too kind of generic of a face. The eye divots, those little things. I drew them kind of close together there. All right. Oh, I forgot to do it. Guess that drawing. That's what Phantom does. Hollow Knight, close. That's not the name of the character, though. Oh, I drew her eye a little crooked there. Hornet, yes. Coker Doodle got it. I need to be keeping score here. Hold on. So Linksy got one. And Coker Doodle got one. She doesn't even have feet. She just has kind of lines. Of Roaming Fudge. I like the first Hollow Knight. I haven't played the second one yet. If I make my own channel, who's going to support me? Well, I'll check out your content, and if I like it, I'll support you. That's kind of my general MO. And I'd probably like it, so. One sec. I gotta make sure I know this person's name. Okay, here we go. Oh, I forgot to bring the chat back up. Samus? No. Frisk. Yes. Cooker Doodle got it. That's why I didn't get any yet. What's going on? He's better at animals and logos. There. You thought it was Chris the entire time? I just found out their name is Frisk. All right. Undertale is on sale right now at stream. How much? Oh, we're playing, by the way. Guess that drawing. Guess that video game character. I like playing as an excuse not to keep failing at my dragon. No, it's not Papyrus. Not the Punisher. Who guess so? Skull Crusher? No. Medieval? No. I never thought about that game in a while. Babe. Yes, it's Babe the Pig. Darkstalkers guy? Close. It's not Darkstalkers though. Bane? No. Babe the Pig. That's what I thought you were being funny. This one was kind of tough. It's not a very good detailed one. If anyone got it, it'd probably be more from his whole body. The skull with long hair. Yes. Does everyone give up? His name is Death. From the Darksiders, not Darkstalkers. Death as in one of the four horsemen. That one was a bit sorry, I'm in around. I can't message well. That's okay. All right. That one was a write off. Let me put that down a little bit. Yeah, you're allowed to look them up. Anyone who knows it though is going to be able to do it quicker. Bart Simpson? No. It's not Spampton. Zim Invader? No. Bowser? How'd you know? I didn't draw enough for you to know that it's Bowser. Anyway, Lynxie got it. I thought I'd get it. I can't believe you got that. Hey, Topius. Like I didn't even get the horns in there. I'd still be surprised if anyone could guess that it's Bowser. It looks like an old man Bowser. Yeah. Anyway, we're tied. We got 2 for Lynxie and 2 for Cooker Doodle. Yeah, Bowser has a very distinct jawline. All right. Imagine what that says about Mario, since you can pick him up and spin him around by his tail. Cuphead? No, that was a good one, though. I should have used Cuphead. Gangle? No. I don't know who Gangle is. Zim? No. Egg? No. Kermie? No. Chibi Robo? No. Pebble? Yes, Black Moon got it. Pebble from Dandy's World, and they have a little square tail. I think Black Moon got it. Yes. You don't know Bowser? Okay, I'll try to do some more popular games. Well, popular game for old people like us. All right. Doomslayer's actually not too far off. Same Black Moon. No, it's not Steve. Space Marine, no. Demon Slayer, no. Halo guy, yeah, Phantom got it. It's all it took was his visor. Linksy would have got it if she actually said his name instead of Halo guy. Go like that. Anyway, I'm not going to draw all of them. Good enough. John Halo, yes. So who was that? Phantom got that one. Phantom won. We're still tied for first between Linksy and Cooker Doodle. Okay. Yeah, Undertale one there. This one might just kind of look like an average guy for a little bit. But bear with me. I finally found my damn charger. For 1 second, I read that as my cheeseburger. No, it's not, it's not cheek. Arthur Morgan? No. One Punch Man? No. See, that's what I mean when the way I draw. I need to draw bald people before I put hair on them. They have a bandana on. Solid Snake. Yeah. Phantom got it. I didn't even need to get the eye patch in. Wait, is it Solid Snake if he has the eye patch on? I don't know. I typed in Snake and it showed me this one. Did Solid Snake ever have an eye patch? I forget. This guy also has a goatee thing that goes up like that. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, my brain isn't working today. That's a horrible picture, Snake. Okay, here we go. Let's see how fast you guys can get this one. See if we can get a winner. We got 3 people tied for first with Black Moon with 1. That's why I'm not getting one tonight. Not Doomslayer. No, not Kirby. Bomba. Who's gonna say it first? It's not Bomberman. Shy Guy, no. Toad, yes. Lynxie got it. Here we go. So we got Lynxie with 3 for first place. And then Phantom and Cooker Doodle tied for second with Black Moon at third. There we go, guys. I should probably get back to the picture. This boring dragon. That was fun. I should steal more of Phantom's ideas. I also need to sharpen my pencil. One sec. Good game, good game. I'll have to come up with some more like deep cut video game characters to do next time. One sub per stream that you play this game. So that I can't play until at least I can get one person to sub to your channel. I mean, that's not bad. I'll have my music. You should have seen Etwa playing on Phantoms. It, like, you literally didn't have a chance to even start typing. You're looking at it and it's like a circle. And you're like, okay, is it a bird or a mammal? And Etwa's like, oh, chinchilla. And he gets it. And like Lynxie with that one, where I barely had Bowser. Thanks, Blackman. All right. Did you see Bowser? Oh, so you're looking at him every day. You could recognize that chin right away. I don't know if you've seen this yet, Phantom. My plan for the picture. That's like the composition. And that's his head, which looks really good. And it looks a lot better than that. Do you have a weapon that I can borrow? Not on hand. I have some baseball bats in the basement. So do you plan on starting a channel and streaming? And if so, what would you like to stream? Hey, Darkheart. I really need to tie these messy spikes I got going on here. Tie these down. Despise it? That's a little much. What did Hello Kitty ever do to you? As long as you can handle criticism, then go for it. Most people are nice, but there's always a knucklehead for sure. I had a guy on my last stream and came in and called me a noob and then said, I need to practice more. It's like, you know, as I'm drawing. And I don't mind criticism, by the way, even if someone says they don't like my picture. But when you're just telling someone practicing that they need more practice, like, you know, you're just being a troll. I don't know how well you guys can see that. I had one guy the other day, I seemed annoyed because I didn't want to be like him. Yeah, you get people too who will, you know, define what good art is to them. And they think everyone else has to follow that rule. But I don't know. I try to give people advice. But I always make sure to say, like, you know, that's what works for me. And if you want to do your own style, you kind of have to figure it out yourself. So I'm getting distracted by my music. I might start paying for YouTube Premium because I'm really enjoying the no ads. I have a free trial of it right now. But yeah, there's lots of artists way better than me that break all, you know, the type of things that I consider rules to art in terms of composition and styling and stuff. So, you know, you should take criticism that's constructive, but it's also not the most important thing to improve as an artist. But yes, when it's annoying, bad criticism, then you just ignore it. It usually doesn't really mean anything. It's not going to help you anyway. Oh, I seen you talking about that on the channel. I just don't look at the ads. Yeah, I'm trying to listen to music though, so you get without YouTube Premium coming up, interrupting your music. Maybe I should put that farther back. But not that far back. Yeah, I mean, if he sold lots of works, you'd think he'd have more respect for, like, you know, the fact that you're making art. You're not doing like a science or a craft. You can progress however you want to, and you should. They say you can only be a second best other person. Hey, Tim Reed, thanks for joining. I have to look up to see what that style's like. Yay. Two to four canines in your mouth. That's cool. You're doing your first short. Exciting. I think his head's too big. Kind of got a cartoonish gesture to him, eh? It's hey Darsh Goal. Is this Dragon from Wings of Fire book series? No, it's not. I hear about that all the time though. A lot of people on the different artist channels I'm on really like Wings of Fire. But no, this is just a made up dragon. I kind of did a loose sketch of one here for a thumbnail and a little bit more of a detailed head. But I think they're the same types of dragons, right? Or does Wing of Fire have different types? I like to do the wings kind of, I don't know, bony and jagged. You'll see what I mean. Cyborg dragon. This one's not a cyborg dragon, but that'd be cool. That's a good idea. I might steal it. Never mind. How come? Never mind about your short, you mean? Ooh, I misplaced my eraser. I think Dark Heart owns some Wings of Fire. I don't know if they were books or were they graphic novels, I think. I remember it on your stream. Do some drawing. It's still cool. And put that up and break it into threes. So, like here. It's the body of like Steep Wolf's armor. I don't know what that is, sorry. But it still sounds cool. Dude, it's impossible. Everyone has four canines. I missed some of the chat there, but so that's the front of his wing. Make that go way up. So it's kind of spun around him. Does that make sense? Except that needs to be more in the middle. Yes, I did. I've seen it. Can anyone here shake their eyes? Like move them back and forth really quick? I know I can kind of like vibrate my head. It makes a rumbling noise in my ears. It's Sirius Goober. Hi, Kent. I am on a trip right now. Oh, that's cool. Where are you? Thanks for joining in the midst of your trip. Yes, I have. At the beach. Cool. I'm him. You're that guy. The guy that shakes his eyes. Phantom's that guy. Oh, okay. Yes, I remember Steppenwolf. I guess I should go up higher. I don't know why I'm having a hard time picturing how this would look. But this is the end of the wing. And it's wrapped around. So it comes out here, and we'll go. That. There we go. Sometimes I kind of have to draw through stuff to visualize it. And that's his leg, thigh. Boom. So a dragon with that type of scale is for a cyborg dragon with the face of the Steel Bane, a Transformer toy. That sounds like a pretty cool idea. I gotta read Darkheart, all caps. But the rain is coming pretty close to the coffee shop I'm at right now. Oh well. I like rain a little bit. I'll check that out. Darsh Goal. This dragon is quite draconic. Well, that's good. I mean, anything else wouldn't be a bad thing, right? So you shouldn't be able to see this part of his back. And I have no idea how I'm attaching these wings to his body, but very dragging of you. If you see me eating steak, stop me because I'll probably die. Okay. I feel like the wing should be like close to the shoulder and like more like that. I don't know. I might have to give this guy another chance, another shot with a smaller head. I don't like how that leg came out, but too late now. If you see me eating steak, don't stop me because I might be feral. Not actually. Maybe. I'm giving my dragon demon marks. Cool. This is Bob the Dragon. Cooker Doodle, I think, came up with Bob. Was it? I don't know. That was a whole like 5 minutes ago. I don't remember stuff that far back. Yes, there we go. If you have trouble drawing, just use AI. Perfect. Google, fix his head. Oh, it didn't work. I'm gonna have to look up a picture to see like how do you attach dragons' wings to their back when they're not a worm, a worm, whatever they're called, when the arms are the wings. Yay, you got Eclipse. Well, that's what I'm saying, but I have no idea how to pronounce it. Kent instantly loses 10 subs. Why? What happened? What happened? Have you seen? Oh, for using AI. Wow, very AI, very young. Yeah, Phantom's a bit of a joker. Some dragons don't have wings. That's just a lizard or a big lizard. Dark Heart's getting salty. Or no, it's getting salty in here. That's one of my favorite games, Silent Salt. I'm making you think of Baby Silkwing's Dragon Net Silkwings. Yes, Silent Salt. It's worm. That's it. You attach them at the shoulder blades or the middle of the back. Well, that's kind of what I'm already doing. It just seems like, I don't know, it's like twisted weird. I guess that should be up like that. I think if we're comparing, like Pen Spinner said earlier, I think Linksys winning this one. This Dragonoff. I adore Silk Wings. Ooh, and Leaf Wings. Oh, I missed someone. Suddener. Thanks very much. It's just a loose little pencil sketch here. Here, I'll show you some of my finished art. Throw away that sketchbook with guess the drawing on it. So here's some of my sketchbook. I started not too long ago, early in October. Hey, Graphic, thanks for stopping in. I shall start spreading small lies about you in Dark Heart. What you don't finish, you can do for short. Sick Dragon, thanks. I think his head came out a little big. You can see the original thumbnail, quote unquote. It's a little big thumbnail. But I think I might have to do his head over again. It makes it kind of cartoonish. I don't know. I'm not digging his wings. But I really like that part. perching on the building there. Okay, what? Okay, did you know yo? I thought you said, how did you know? Wow. Tears in their eyes. Anyway, there's a lady I drew. There's a lady I drew. There's a lady I drew. Dressed as Batman. There's a Gengar eating a Ghastly. Cannibalistic Pokemon. There's a king with red eyes and hooped earrings, which no one said anything about, but totally isn't a medieval king thing. There's a picture of Locke from Nightmare Before Christmas. Lynxie did a shock. And we're waiting for Phantom's barrel to complete the set. Gengar, stop eating that Pokemon. Go back into Pokeball now. You said, Mommy, I heard it. That's weird. There's a lady I drew. She has a very nice hat. Look at that hat. Oh, yeah, and also Oogie Boogie. And I didn't finish this guy yet. The Knight from Hollow Knight. Kind of stylized. He's not that tall, really. That's going to be all black. And that will be black because that's what color he is. So those little marks are the highlights. I'll mark the highlights. Yeah. I have footage recorded for him, so I'm ready. A busty lass I can't draw. She is a busty lass, yes. Thanks, Black Moon. It was really messy with this one, and it was fun. Doing the hatching for it. I was kind of just nice, quick, fast lines. Really define the shapes of things, including her bustiness. But yes, I like the hat too. I like the little, I don't know, opposite spiral. Instead of going there, like you'd expect, it goes back up that way. Kind of reminds me of like a wet piece of paper curled up. Busty bunny. Yes, it has flair. I've been practicing more traditional pen and ink stuff as opposed to just comic book stuff. So, for instance, the stuff you kind of see in engravings. So, doing clouds like that with skies like that. There I am trying to figure out the best way to get a glow effect from pure black, and I haven't quite cracked it yet. Stippling seems to look the best or work the best, but I don't know. I don't like how it looks. What else do I have? There's a knight and a little person with a lantern and an eyeball. There's a Spider-Man arm doing web slinging. A Spider-Man head. Yeah, hatching can work. I mean, I did some lazy hatching there because I was just kind of testing it, but you'd have to give it some real. What about stippling combined with movement line? Yeah, that could work too. I'm trying to not get rid of like gray ink wash, but not have to depend on it for shading and defining forms. Trying to get like a real stark black and white as the main defining factor for forms and shapes. We need to work on these horns to make them a lot more interesting. What if he has these are horns too? They come way out like that. That might be cool. Oh, we were doing Jackbox again tonight. Yeah, I forgot about that. You got 2 benchmarks to celebrate. Yeah, I think that might work. Let's see. I'll do some more tests with it. But you see it with like the old fashioned pen and ink guys, illustrators. And their stuff is so clean and consistent. Like every single line will have just a little bit of a weight increase. I don't know how anyone can be that, consistent, repetitively consistent over and over again. I didn't post it, but we'll see what happens. Can't wait to see the finished piece. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, that's good. I'd love to study under Jim Lee, even for a day. Yeah, I guess so. Jim Lee was good forever too. Like when he was barely 20 and he first started, he was considered one of the best. I watched a documentary actually not too long ago about the how they started Image Comics. Mostly Todd McFarlane and Rob Liefeld, and they were saying, no, the big deal was getting Jim Lee in on it because that like legitimized it as they'll have definitely the highest end art thing. Although back then, Rob Liefeld was actually considered a good artist. People make fun of him now, but the truth is, back in the day, he was super famous for a reason. And Horn needs to come out more. Congrats. I'm a lesbian dragon. Mm-hmm. I should turn all these scales 3D and turn them all into spikes or horns. Why was he? Who's he? Who are we talking about? Why was who what? The Jim Lee stuff, you mean? I think with Jim Lee, his thing was almost like he made comics feel more like fine art, like Alex Ross would do later. It was just like so heads and tails above everybody else. Wow, Kent, you're a lesbian dragon? Yeah, you guys didn't know that? No, Rob Liefeld. Why was he? Why did people like him? I don't. He just nailed down the '90s style, which is why people say he's bad now when they look back at him. But he just kind of that was the style at the time. I think a lot of people who don't like Rob Liefeld are just embarrassed of the '90s. Apparently, he's cool about it though, and like makes fun of himself for it. right place, right time. Exactly. And also, like most people, he wasn't near as bad as people think. You know, it's easy to pick out all his bad stuff, but he was consistently average at worst. Everyone points out that famous Captain America drawing where he's like completely sideways. But it's not like all of his art was like that. It's called being built a dapper. That one was based off Arnold too. I didn't know that. I do know he got in trouble tracing pictures a few times. I think it was Liefeld got caught doing that from magazines. All right, Black Moon. Thanks for stopping in and chatting so long. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was a traced image of Arnold all pumped up. Yeah, I had some vague memory of that. But Arnold was standing at a different angle than how he drew Cat. Yeah, so when he like twisted him out of proportion. I will say one thing I'm not a fan of is sometimes people will like criticize comic book artists as being bad, and they'll draw like a skeleton to show like, look, the anatomy's wrong. But there's so many good pictures that you can do that same thing and get the same effect. I don't think it's fair quite to do that. There's lots of stylized artists, right? And you draw like, I don't know, almost every anime character, draw a skeleton under them, and it's not going to be anything like a human skull. It doesn't make them bad artists. It's how they stylize the character. I just don't think that's a good justification or proof of bad art. Do I want to know a fact? Yes. Oh yeah, that's true. I just think we were talking about that Captain America picture he did that's famously bad. And I picture how people always draw like the skeleton anatomy to show why it's bad. I'm not sure if that's the good justification for it. Wait, Kent, your eyes aren't 80% of your face area? No. At least mine aren't. Yeah, anime would suggest people have like, you know, softball sized optical, I don't know, holes. Whatever you call them. Orbital bones. Orbits. Isn't it the orbital bone? Orbitable. You were the one actually inspired me to draw dragons. Oh, cool! This is the first time I ever drew a dragon. I want to draw a gargoyle. It's a good idea. Okay, let's clean up the building in the feed area here. Tie these lines down. Draw a Disney gargoyle. They have the same type of wings. I like the idea too of having the inside, like, I don't know what you call it, skin between the like bones of the wings kind of ripped up. My eyes are 80% of my face. Trust. That's because you're a cat robot. I was gonna say taking a long time to draw this one pencil sketch, but I got we played almost like 40 minutes of guess that drawing. So like this. My idea is kind of this comes down like here, like bricks fell. So it'll be that way. Perspective. I'll have to be careful my brick textures when I do this. The eye line seems to be right around here. I don't want to have kind of rubble and stuff around here. And it'd be like you can see in the inside of it. Maybe I can put another window there. Like you can see his tail through the other window. Cool. Cool. Going to bed. That's cool. Thanks for joining and watching for so long and chatting. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, is what I'm trying to say. That's cool. Get lots of rest and think about drawing for a short tomorrow. Hanging. Oops, are you making fun of my Canadian accent? It's been a while since someone said something like that to me. Hanging out. That's what it's all about. Bye. Curve that a little bit. That one finger's not working for me. There we go. You're not tired no more? Don't tease you? I'm sorry. I'll try not to tease. Nah, I would never do that. I'm a pleaser, not a teaser. You bite? Well, that makes two of us. No, it makes three of us. Four of us. There you go. We're all biters. Say that just so I remember it's on the other side. I got most of the pencils figured out. I'll probably won't ink it on stream because that'll be an all night thing. So the scales would actually be on top for this part because it's flipped upside down. And then I'm back to the bottom. Well, I don't think they'll go that far. If I don't speak in the chat for about 20 minutes, that means I'm asleep. Okay. In my burp katana and scythe, the cool fun Halloween and other stuff skins. Ooh. So I'm not going to pencil in the scales, but I'm going to leave myself little line marks for them to keep them consistent. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think I can keep his head. He'll have a big head, but I don't know. I did too good of a job on the head, I think, to start over. The shape and angle. And that left wing is good. Right wing might need some work. I just don't like the legs. Maybe I need to make that even taller so he's like squished up more. I don't know. But then these two will bang into each other. I'll have to think about that for a bit. Maybe I should have made this part lower so he goes down this way. Then I could have fit that leg in. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, yo. I'm still on education as a category. I don't know how to change that. I keep forgetting. But it's like set as a default in the settings somewhere. I need to go in there and change it. This is definitely not educational. Watching me struggle with a dragon for 3 hours. I'll probably put some mountains in the background. It's been a while since I've done some mountain landscapes. I'm actually pretty good at them. Well, used to be. I haven't done landscapes in a while. Okay, that's what I need to find. I was looking for it the other day, and I couldn't find it. But yes, it's definitely. I don't know how it ever got set to education and not entertainment, but it makes it so all my streams by default are education, which I assume gets me less viewers. I don't actually know. I don't know. That stuff makes that big of a difference. They say hashtags don't, but maybe categories. I'm gonna put some mountains like these ones in the background. Maybe some faraway little suggestions of forests. Finish that someday. But anyway, guys, I'm going to not think about this dragon for an hour or two, and then maybe start inking it tonight. Channel settings, upload defaults. Upload defaults. That's what I have to remember. I'm going to write that down. Thanks, yo. I appreciate it. Thanks for checking that out for me. I will check it out after the stream. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out and watching, and have a good weekend. Bye-bye.